I'm afraid there's no rest for the weary, old. Yeah, I know it. We must delve further into the motivations of the masked man, the Ascian known as La Habrea. This is an ideal moment to do so while our hands are not bound dealing with another primal. At present, we know little and less about the Ascians, only that destruction follows in their wake. I should not be surprised if these beings are behind the chaos that racks the realm. If my fears prove to be reality, we must do all in our power to stop them. Earlier, I sent word to each Grand Company to solicit cooperation. The Immortal Flames responded to the effect that they have information on potential sighting. This intelligence that we can ill afford to ignore. Go speak with the Flame Commander at the Flame Commander Swift at the Hall of Flames in Ul'dah to inquire further. How do you go about the investigation thereafter? I leave wholly to your discretion. But, whatever you do, never forget that we're dealing with the unknown. You cannot take too many precautions. Be safe, old. You be old safe. Is there a chocobo keep here? Like, I could teleport, but I'd also like to take the opportunity to hydrate. There is. To Ul'dah. Though if you're a fan of this game, this might be the most common chocobo ride for you to take. Without an aetheryte plaza right there. Like, I think this is about the closest you can get this aetheryte, and then you hop on a chocobo and let it take you the way to the Waking Sands. Never Piesta Heist? Is that how you pronounce that? That person's name was Amelia Pond. That strikes me as familiar. Is that from a Doctor Who reference? The new Doctor Who was pretty good. I couldn't keep up with it. I fell off at some point, but, you know, it's not that I stopped enjoying it, I just stopped having time for it. Oh, I've almost gone too far. Had a little bit of highway hypnosis, you know the stuff. Masked man, are you come on behalf of the Scions? Sorry. Aye. You are come on behalf of the Scions, of course. Yes, as we've already relayed to Lady Minfilia, there's been a sighting of this rogue near about Eastern Thanaland. A brass blade stationed at Highbridge described him in detail when he alerted us to the suspicious activity. I would point you to the witness, but I'm afraid he died not 2 days ago, slain by a marauding horde of Kikirn. Fate can be a cruel mistress. Aren't Kikirn really sweet and awesome people? But do not be so quick to despair. Being situated on a trade route, Highbridge sees its fair share of travelers. Folk are always coming and going, and some among them may well have caught a glimpse of your target. You could do worse than to speak to a merchant named Hihihawaru. The fellow's always starved for customers, and he'd no doubt welcome your attention, whether or not you have the coin or mind to spend it. Every time I come across like a weird name, it just sort of like falls out in the weirdest ways. Alright, where is this Highbridge? Eastern Thanaland. Okay, cool, cool. Camp Drybone. Oh, this place is... decked out. They're playing Answers in the background. I gotta be careful. I got hit with a copyright strike for Answers. Not a strike. A copyright claim. They're like, did you steal Answers from this person who did a cover of Answers? And I'm like, no, it's really Answers. Well, Matt Traveler, might I interest you in a Chocobo Porter? Yeah. Take me a Camp Drybone. Like, I don't know if most people realize, like, how constant and frequent, like, copyright claims on YouTube are. Like, they just... They keep coming. There's... I don't even like want to talk about it because I want people to be like, hey, that sounds like a great idea. But there are a bunch of like fake companies out there that will illegally claim copyrights on things. And what they can do is they can say like, oh, this guy is using my song or my video or my content. He can continue to use that, but he's gonna split revenue with me. The problem is, like, they can also decide what the split is, and they don't tell the YouTube creator. So, like, a fake company will come in and be like, this guy's using my music. It's not his music, it'll be like Answers from Final Fantasy. And they'll say, like, it's okay, we'll just split the revenue. And then they take 100% of the split. Like, that's a perfectly legal and thing that happens. Like, I played a game called Bomb Rush Cyberfunk, right? And the game has a lot of music, but it was all produced for the game. And despite assurances that, like, all the music was owned by the game by the developer, like, people have been posting fake claims about it constantly. And so, you know, like, every day I'm like, here's 12 claims for me to deny. recently, for the first time ever, somebody was like, no, that really is my song. I deny your claim. And what you can do then is like, okay, see you in court. Or you can just be like, ugh, I guess we'll share revenue. But they're bad guys, and that's what they're counting on. So I was just like, nope, demonetized. No money for anybody. Alright, where's the high bridge? There it is. North. It wasn't too long ago that we were here burying bodies. Those were the days. Curse you, impossible fence. Like, I got mixed feelings about, like, the copyright strike stuff. Like, I get that YouTube really can't do anything. Because copyright law is so dumb and convoluted, they have to have some kind of system where someone says, like, they stole my stuff. But YouTube also can't dedicate resources to, like, actually look into the claims. Because, like, just to, like, verify the integrity of any of this would cost them millions of dollars for something that, like, they had no choice in enacting at all. Welcome to Highbridge Adventure. Whatever you seek, I, Hihibaru, can provide it, probably. You're after a mess, man? I'm not sure one of those. I have one of those in stock. Oh, you're after a masked man. Why didn't you say so sooner? Such an individual might have featured in one of the many rumors I've heard. If you linger a while, mayhap you'll learn a thing or two, eh?